Because it's a hate crime, we are working with the federal government in a duplicitous role, trying to seek every venue in the prosecution, both at the state and federal level. And I'd ask now for the FBI Special Agent in charge, Mr. Kaste, to be able to explain what a hate crime is federally and how we'll proceed from there.
Okay, thank you, John. So first, before I talk about hate crime, I want to express my sentiment and my heartfelt condolences to the families and the victims that were killed in this senseless tragedy. Yesterday's attack at the Jewish Community Center in the village Shalom strikes at the core fundamental freedoms of how our country was founded and what we live by every single day. And as Chief Douglas pointed out earlier, we have now determined that the motivation behind this was a hate crime. As the Chief talked to you yesterday, we mentioned that it was still too early to talk about that, but in the last 22 hours we've learned that the acts that this person committed were the result of beliefs, and his action were a result of beliefs that he had, and that he was trying to hurt somebody based on their ethnicity, race, religion. There's a whole number of categories under a hate crime. The FBI investigates hate crime, and it is our #1 priority under our civil rights program. And a hate crime is a traditional crime, usually murder, arson, vandalism, but the difference is they're motivated by bias. And that's why my office is involved in investigating this. We are committed to work aggressively with our law enforcement partners. As the Chief mentioned, this will be a dual investigation going forward. And again, I want to express my condolences to the victims. And also I want to commend the Overland Park Police Department for their very quick response in apprehending this subject. That was an outstanding police work by Overland Park, and I just want to make sure that everybody's aware of that. Barry?
Like everyone else, the members of the United States Attorney community expresses our condolences to the families of these poor souls who happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time and had the unfortunate experience of firsthand encountering evil. Based on what we were able to put together yesterday, the United States Attorney's Office will be filing hate crime violations against this defendant. This morning, the President mentioned Overland Park at his prayer breakfast. I've received communications from Attorney General Holder expressing his concern and his condolences. But we are in a very good place from an evidence standpoint of moving forward with this case, and we will be presenting it to the grand jury in the not-too-distant future.
Many of you have already contacted the Johnson County District Attorney's Office to inquire about any charges that will be filed. Barry and I have been communicating throughout this investigation, and we hope to have some information for you tomorrow morning in regards to possible charges. So we would ask you to wait until that time, and we'll be able to provide you some additional information sometime tomorrow morning.